everyone. Hi. Well, this morning I heard some ridiculous statement, and so I just wanted to comment on it. Again, it was the Judge Roy Moore stuff, and they were asking some people that, of course, are going to vote for him. And this one guy says, well, we want somebody that can lead us out, not necessarily somebody we can follow. Well, wait a minute. I heard that, and I'm just going like, what is a leader? If you want somebody that's going to lead you out, it's somebody you'd want to follow. Well, we can accept that if he can lead us out. We can overlook some things, Really? And again, these are those good quote-unquote Christians. Would you be following Christ if all he had was a bunch of bullshit spin talk? Okay. So these people, all they're after is the rhetoric. He gives a lot of rhetoric, and they're taking prayer out of schools, and he's acting like he's this big, big Christian for moral values and everything. And he's the worst offender. So how can you put that in any way, shape, or form as a leader to lead anything? That's not a leader, that's a deceiver, okay? You want somebody that just talks the talk? You need somebody that walks the walk. Then they can lead, okay? Anybody can sit there and spout bullshit. Anybody could sit there and do that. All they have to do is find out what you're interested in and sit there and yammer on about it. And you eat it up. Okay? But they're worthless. Okay? When you look, they're not a leader at all. A leader is someone that's got, again, integrity, values, that is an example of that. Okay? Somebody that puts their money where their mouth is. Somebody that you can depend on. Okay? If you follow somebody that all they have is talk, and then their life is 180 degrees away from what they're speaking, then you're following somebody that's built a house on the sand with no support. That's going to be washed away pretty soon. So again, for those good Christians, because these are mostly Christians that we're dealing with in this type of election thing that are going on, there's a reason when they say in the Bible that they built the foundation on the cornerstone, that Christ is the cornerstone. The cornerstone is what you set that holds everything in place. Well, Roy Moore is not a cornerstone. He is the sand. He is the one that's going to be washed away because all he has is talk and bullshit. Again, the guy that's banned from a mall because he's sitting there so creepy, scoping out the young girls, is by no means any type of a leader. All he's got is hot air. You know what happens when you pop a balloon? It's got hot air. It's got nothing of substance in it. Doesn't take much to pop it. Okay? That's all he is a blowhard. And then the other thing that they did, and I wish there was a way they can trace this back, this robocall that they have going out now that's supposed to sound like some Jewish guy that's working for the New York Post, looking for women that are willing to pay $5,000 to $7,000 a piece if they're willing to lie and state they were, molested by this guy. That is absolutely heinous. To sit there and put something out like that. Now, I'm sure if they trace it back, they will find that he's got a hand in this. Somewhere along the line. Okay. This is atrocious. Oh, they tried to make it sound like the guy is, really Jewish. Yeah, it's such a bad Jewish accent, okay? So over the top. It was like, you listen to this robocall and it's insane, okay? My name is Bernie Bernstein and I'm looking for these women. It was bad. Okay, it was really, really bad. And so he has this stupid thing playing to his base to try to back up his story that it's a fake, that the New Yorker is lying, that it's all made up and it's all fake. Again, this is the level these guys will stoop to. They have no moral integrity at all. Okay. And the only thing that you have in life, really, that's of substance is your integrity. If you are a person of truth. Again, this path, the first thing that you learn is honesty, integrity, and transparency. If you live your life with honesty, integrity, and transparency, in other words, doing things that, nobody could come back on you with, if you gotta hide it, you shouldn't be doing it, okay? That's not living a life of transparency, okay? If you live your life with honesty, integrity, transparency, you will sleep well at night. You don't have to remember a lot of fake and false stories to try to cover up. You have one thing that you say, it's the truth, it's honest, it's what it is. That's it, okay? So that's really such an important thing is to have values in your life. Nothing is worth a white lie. Nothing is worth it. It will feed on you, eat on you, and you will continually have to cover stuff over. Okay? It's not a way to live a life. Okay? So again, on this path, it's about coming to know yourself. It takes, slowing down. Look at what's really around you, not getting caught up in these endless drama, soap operas, mental spins that go on with people until one gets to a point of still mind. Okay, how do you come to a point of still mind? Okay, it's a process of taking time out to sit and you watch what's coming and going. Okay, this is why I advocate people sometimes go to those sitting meditations, because if you sit for a while, you'll see all these thoughts are coming and going, and they have nothing to do with what's happening in the moment. A lot of them is your past stuff coming up and dramas, and you get carried away with that for a while. Then you get a projection in the future. Well, what if this, if that, and you're off on a tangent again. Eventually you see it has nothing to do with this moment. Okay, you're either projecting in the future or bemoaning the past or, trying to make it something that it's not, really putting a lot more drama on it than it needs to be. If you get caught in a drama spin cycle, again, the thing that I say to do is to say, stop. In this moment, the only thing that's happening is, and you bring it down to the basic. Like in this moment, the only thing that's happening is I'm having a talk on YouTube and having my morning coffee. That's it. The rest of whatever drama might be playing out whatever, has nothing to do with anything. Okay? So, this is where one begins. This is where one begins to unravel the soap opera of your life and the drama that you've had circling around you for years and years and years. This soap opera story that you've bought into that's running your life. Okay. So the path is about learning who and what you are, and more importantly, who and what you're not. Okay. You are not this drama-filled thing. Okay. You are here to experience life, what it is, and learn. Okay. So, again, you start out with the balanced breath. Just breathing. When you see yourself getting caught up and you're getting tense, whatever, stop, take a moment, go back to the breath, let things settle, let things relax, and just look at what's going on. Okay? Like right now, I could probably get started up in a story. I just noticed I'm wearing blue and my couch is blue. I look like a floating head this morning. No body. It's pretty hysterical. Anyway, no, I actually do have a body, but I'm kind of lost in the couch. I guess that's why they don't wear green if they're in a green screen on TV, because you look like a floating head. Anyway, so today I'm a floating head. That's okay. I'm not this body anyway. So I'll be a floating head. So anyway, I hope this helps for people that want to begin their journey, as a little hint as to where you begin and how you start to back out of your circling soap opera storyline and cut it until eventually the mind stills and you have no more running thoughts of drama going anywhere. Okay, it's just quiet. Okay, so it can be done. I can tell you that it can be done. Eventually the thoughts can end, and you are left in a state of quietude. Not something you have to work at. It just simply is what's there in place day in and day out. Okay. So I will leave this here for now. But again, if you've been living a life and you want to change it, you're going to have to change the energy and the direction of it. Begin by, if you've been not honest and you've been, running some big story, come back to getting centered and being honest. The first thing, like I said, is honesty, and it's honesty with yourself as well, and as honesty with those around you. Okay? You can't be telling yourself some big hoorah story, trying to prop yourself up. That's not going to work either. And then again, also, you're not going to sit there and beat yourself up. Okay? That doesn't help either. So either one of those directions, pull yourself out, get rid of the chatter and say, in this moment, what I'm doing is sitting here, having my coffee, a discussion, nothing more, nothing less, and leave it at that. Oh, the other thing I wanted to bring up, I had almost, like I said, went right out, was if you are having difficulties, kind of a depression, kind of, in that cycle of not feeling good about things, or, the way you start to get out of that is to have a gratitude journal. For that type of dynamic, I tell people you need to find at least 3-4 things a day that you're grateful for. Okay? Write it down in your gratitude journal, and you'll be amazed when you go back through it, as needed. Okay? You'll be amazed at what things you're actually grateful for. It's usually not the huge things that are coming up in life. It's usually these small incidentals that come along the way, which have the most meaning and really touch you. Okay? So again, look, scour, find those 3 things that you're grateful for, and start a gratitude journal. Okay? It can be very beneficial for people along the way. Okay, so I'm going to do this, close this out for here this morning. Have a great day, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.